You ever stop and think about how tech isn't just, something we use anymore? It feels like it's becoming part of us.
Hmm.
It's not just on a screen, it's on your wrist, maybe in your ears, sometimes even woven into clothing.
Right.
It's integrating so smoothly.
Right. Almost seamlessly. We barely notice the tech marvel behind it sometimes.
Exactly. And it's not just about convenience, is it? It feels like a deeper shift towards tech that's really personal, really integrated.
It absolutely is.
And that very shift, that's what we're diving into today. The, explosive growth of the global wearables market.
Yeah, it's moved way beyond just the early smartwatches and fitness
Oh,
trackers.
definitely. We're talking about this whole sprawling ecosystem now,
Yeah.
devices, apps, services, all networked together.
All working to give us sophisticated health tracking, seamless connectivity.
And these innovative lifestyle techs that are, frankly, changing our daily routines all over the world. Okay, let's unpack this. We've been digging into a really fascinating report.
The one from Cognitive Market Research, Global Wearables Market Boom, 2021-2033 projections.
That's the one.
Right. So our mission here really is to pull out the key insights from that report. We want to get beyond just the surface numbers.
Understand the drivers, yeah.
Yeah.
And the regional differences. Some of those were quite surprising.
Exactly. The players shaping it. And ultimately, why this actually matters to you listening right now, how these trends are already touching your life, and what's coming next.
And when we say explosive, the numbers are pretty astonishing. Get this. The global wearables market, valued at about $48.7 billion back in 2021. Solid number.
Respectable base.
But the projection, it's set to soar past $226 billion by 2033.
Wow. Okay, that's huge.
It really is. That's not just steady growth. It feels like a market transforming itself.
And the CAGR reflects that, right?
It does. We're looking at a compound annual growth rate of 13.6% over that whole period.
Which, for anyone tracking industries, signals really deep momentum, not just a blip.
Definitely not a blip. It's sustained compounding growth.
And what's really fascinating is just the speed, nearly quintupling in just over a decade. That's not incremental.
Yeah.
It points to, like you said, a fundamental shift in consumer electronics. Wearables are becoming a cornerstone, really.
The cornerstone of our tech experience.
Yeah, changing how we interact with tech, how it integrates into our personal space, even collecting biometric data that used to be purely in the medical realm.
That's a big point. So with these huge numbers, what's actually fueling it? The report mentions consumer demand for health tracking, connectivity, lifestyle tech.
It was like a perfect storm, isn't it? Several powerful trends hitting at once.
Okay.
You've got the global rise in health consciousness, yes, but it's more specific now. People want proactive health management.
So not just counting steps.
Right. Much more than steps. Think advanced biometrics, heart rate variability for stress, detailed sleep tracking, even, early warnings for cardiac events moving from the clinic to your wrist.
Which is empowering for individuals, giving them data.
Exactly. It shifts control, maybe even some responsibility from institutions to the individual. Then you layer on the advanced smart connectivity, real-time data flow, instant insights.
And constant innovation, making the devices better and better.
And that relentless tech innovation just keeps pushing what's possible, making them more capable, more integrated all the time.
That makes sense. It's not just more data, it's smarter data, empowering data.
Okay, let's look at the regions. Where's this growth happening? North America seems like a good place to start. Still the giant.
Still the largest regional contributor, yeah. And it's not exactly slowing down.
The numbers show it climbing from $16.7 billion in 2021, projected to hit over $73.2 billion by 2033.
And that's with a strong CAGR too, right? About 13.1%.
Yeah, 13.1%. Very robust.
And within North America, the U.S. is the powerhouse.
Oh, absolutely. The U.S. alone is projected at a massive $60.8 billion of that total. Really shows its market power.
But Canada and Mexico are moving fast too. They are, both showing really significant momentum, growing faster than 13% CAGR each. They're expected to reach over $6 billion apiece. It's like the whole continent is embracing this tech.
That North American growth is substantial. And it suggests, it's not just about people upgrading devices, but maybe new segments adopting them too.
Good point.
These regions aren't just consuming. They're driving a lot of the R&D, pushing the boundaries on sensors, AI for analyzing the data. It cements their role as innovation hubs.
Okay, let's hop across the Atlantic. What about Europe?
Europe's also showing really strong expansion.
More than quadrupling, isn't it? From $12.8 billion in 2021, expected to hit $56.9 billion by 2033.
And the growth rate is solid there, too.
Yeah, a healthy 13.2% CAGR. Very similar to North America, actually.
And Europe's growth seems pretty widespread. You've got the big economies like Germany leading,
Projected near $11.8 billion for Germany.
and the UK close behind at $9.7 billion. But then you see Spain, Sweden, the rest of Europe category all growing above 13%.
So pretty broad strength.
It is. And what's interesting in Europe sometimes is the regulatory environment, especially around health data.
Mm-hmm.
It can sometimes slow things down initially.
Right, GDPR and things like that.
But it also tends to build more robust, trustworthy ecosystems in the long run. That fosters consumer confidence and maybe deeper integration.
Okay, so North America and Europe are strong, established players, but the report really highlights Asia-Pacific, doesn't it?
Absolutely. This is where it gets really interesting, like you said. If you're looking at sheer growth rate, Asia-Pacific is poised to dominate.
The numbers are just staggering.
They really are.
It's surging from $11.7 billion in 2021, projected to hit more than $60.5 billion by 2033.
And that's CAGR.
Fastest regional CGR by far, a remarkable 14.7%. That signals incredible acceleration in adoption.
Unparalleled, really.
And within that region, China's obviously a huge factor, projected at $21.9 billion.
Massive market.
But India, keep an eye on India. It's accelerating at an incredible 15.6% CAGR.
Wow, 15.6. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, set to reach $9.1 billion. Shows that huge untapped potential starting to activate.
And it's not just China and India, right?
No, not at all. Places like Singapore, Southeast Asia generally, Taiwan, the rest of APAC, they're all showing growth over 14%. It's a region on fire.
This really brings up interesting points about market dynamics, doesn't it? Asia-Pacic's trajectory isn't just about population size or demographics, though that helps.
So what else is driving it?
Well, we're seeing a unique innovation cycle there, especially with feature-rich, value-for-money devices.
So getting a lot of tech for the price point.
Exactly. Manufacturers in the region are incredibly good at identifying high-demand features and delivering them affordably. They often influence global product design because of it.
And maybe leapfrogging older tech.
Definitely. In many areas, wearables might be the first sophisticated personal computing device people own, which completely shapes how the tech evolves and how it's marketed globally.
Fascinating. Okay, so it's not just the established tech hubs seeing this boom. The report also shows strong growth in, let's call them emerging markets.
Absolutely. South America, the Middle East, Africa, they're all part of this global story, proving the universal appeal.
South America, for instance, growing from $3.1 billion to nearly $15 billion by 2033. That's a solid 13.9% CAGR.
Not far behind the leaders at all.
And within South America, Brazil leads the pack, projected at $5.9 billion.
Big economy there.
Right. But Argentina is also advancing really strongly, 14.6% CAGR, plus solid growth in Chile, Peru, Colombia. It's widespread.
And what's often key in these markets, like South America, is affordability. You see global players adapting their product lines, maybe offering tiered features.
So you get the core functions even at lower price points.
Precisely. It shows the essential value people see in wearables, even in more economically diverse places.
Okay, let's shift to the Middle East. Similar story there.
Very similar trajectory, yes. Expanding from $2.3 billion in 2021 up to $11.3 billion by 2033.
And the growth rate.
Also healthy, 13.8% CAGR. It really underscores that global demand.
And who's leading the charge there? Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia is projected largest at $3 billion, followed by Turkey at $2.3 billion.
And the UAE. The report highlighted its growth rate.
Yeah, the UAE is reaching $1.8 billion, but with one of the highest regional growth rates, 14.6%.
Wow.
These are dynamic economies, often with young, tech-savvy populations and strong spending power driving that uptake.
Makes sense.
The Middle East market is interesting, too, because you often see very rapid adoption of premium tech. There's a real appetite for the latest innovations.
So high-end devices do well there.
They often do. It can be a proving ground for cutting-edge products before they scale elsewhere, blending advanced function with high-end design.
Okay, and finally, Africa, adding to the momentum.
It is indeed. Growing from $1.9 billion in 2021, projected to reach nearly $9 billion by 2033.
And the CAGR there.
A solid 13.2%. Again, showing that immense potential for tech adoption across the continent.
Led by South Africa and Nigeria.
South Africa projected at $3.7 billion, Nigeria at $1.7 billion, and the rest of Africa category adding another significant $3.5 billion. So broad expansion there, too.
It's quite something.
What's really compelling when you look at South America, the Middle East, and Africa together is how these incredibly diverse regions are all fueling adoption. They often show really high growth rates as consumers embrace new tech rapidly, sometimes skipping older technologies entirely.
Right, the leapfrogging effect again.
Exactly. It signals a true globalization of wearables. It's moving way beyond being a niche gadget for tech enthusiasts in wealthy countries.
It's becoming a broadly accepted, maybe even essential category everywhere.
Across vastly different economic and cultural landscapes.
Yes. So wrapping this all up, what does it mean for you, our listener? I mean, this deep dive just shows a market going through truly incredible growth everywhere.
Yeah, fueled by this universal desire for better health insights, better connectivity, smarter lifestyle tools.
From the established giants like North America and Europe pushing the innovation.
To Asia-Pacific accelerating and set to dominate in volume.
And then these emerging opportunities across South America, the Middle East, and Africa broadening the whole base. The story is consistent, isn't it?
It really is. Wearables are here to stay. They're becoming indispensable.
And their impact is probably only just beginning.
I think so. This dive really demonstrates they're far more than just trendy gadgets. They're a cornerstone of consumer electronics now.
Driven by our changing lifestyles and just relentless innovation.
Exactly. And understanding these trends, well, it helps predict where tech is heading next. And in this case, it's clearly heading right onto our bodies.
Changing how we interact with our health, our digital lives.
And even raising new questions, around data privacy, data ownership, things we'll all need to grapple with.
Absolutely. Well, that was quite a journey through the global wearables market, from the current scale to that huge projected future and all the regional flavors. Hopefully, this deep dive gave everyone some valuable nuggets, maybe an aha moment about where personal tech is going.
Yeah, there's always more to learn, isn't there? But understanding these big trends helps appreciate the sheer speed evolution happening around us, how tiny tech is having a massive global impact.
Pushing boundaries of data and connectivity.
Hmm.
Indeed. So, thinking about all this, as these tiny technologies get even more intertwined with our lives, all over the world, offering ever deeper insights, what wearable innovation do you think might truly surprise us next? What entirely new part of our routine could they transform that we haven't even considered yet?